Hi, my name is Dan Clark and I'm owner of Upscale Wood Finishing here in Denver, Colorado. And today I wanted to just share a few tips on how to find an excellent wood finisher here in Denver, Colorado. First of all, I want to tell you that I classify finishers into three different type wood finishers. There's your most basic, there's your average, and there's your expert. The basic type wood finisher usually brush applies his lacquer or varnish or varathane or whatever it is. And he usually buys a can off the shelf to store the local hardware. And that's your basic type of wood finisher. Your average wood finisher might be a painter, somebody that goes to Sherwin-Williams or one of the paint stores and picks up your stain and applies it to your wood, and it does a fairly decent job. But the third type of wood finisher, which I really want to talk about today, if you can find an expert wood finisher, you've done a good thing, because an expert wood finisher is going to save you a lot of time, a lot of money, and a lot of possible rework, downtime that you might have if you use the other two. The reason an expert wood finisher is so valuable is an expert wood finisher knows about three different areas of wood finishing that you have to know. He knows what type of coatings to use. There's several types of coatings. There's varnishes, there's pre-catalyzed lacquers, there's nitrocellulose lacquers, there's conversion coatings. He knows what is the best coating to put on your wood product. If he's doing your kitchen table, you definitely need a chemical resistant lacquer, something like a catalyzed conversion. If he's doing your kitchen cabinets, you'll need something that's water, that will hold up to water, and different type chemicals, ketchup and different things that might get on your cabinets. If you're doing your interior trim and woodwork, you might be able to use something a little softer, like a pre-cat. It's a little less expensive, and a good finisher, an expert finisher, will know all these different types of coatings and which one would be best for you, so he can save you money and time there. The next thing an expert finisher knows is what stains to use. You use different stains for different wood species. On your harder woods, sometimes you'd use a spray stain as opposed to a wiping stain, because a wiping stain on a harder finish like a cherry or a maple or such will leave it splotchy if it's got too much pigment. So an expert wood finisher will say, well, I would recommend a spray stain, and here's why. And on, say, an oak piece, you want that grain to show up, so you prefer to use a wiping stain, because the water stains won't even get down into the pores. So a good finisher can give you all these varieties and all these different processes to make your wood absolutely beautiful. Not just average, but absolutely beautiful. And he can also use different combinations of wiping stains with spray stains, and really give you a job that when people walk into your house, they go, wow. So, and the third thing that an expert finisher can do is just tell you how it all works, and just save you a ton of money. The thing that I want to warn people about today is never, ever, ever use the first two types of wood finishers, that is a basic or an average, on a kitchen refinishing project where you're going over the top of existing coatings. You do not want to do that. You got to know what you're doing. You got to know how to take that finish down, how to get mills off it. You got to know what coating to put over it, what coatings underneath. It takes an expert finisher to know if that's a pre-cat lacquer, if that's a catalyzed lacquer, and how to finish it. If you take a catalyzed lacquer and you wipe a glaze over it and shoot a clear coat, it'll be peeling in about 3 months. The other thing, or less. The other thing is, you don't want to put a soft finish over a hard finish. Sometimes it peels. On and on. There's lots of variables, and I have seen these nightmares out there that other people, the basic or the average, have went in and said, oh, I can do that. I can finish your kitchen. I can shoot over that table that you got there. And they really don't know what they're doing. They can spray lacquer, they can shoot it on top, but they really don't know about the adhesion and how adhesion works and the process for getting good adhesion and such. And I know a lot of people today, when I talk to them, different people out there that I meet, they're not turning down any work. They say they're an expert in these different fields, and they're really a jack of all trades and master of none, but they won't let any work go by. So here's the process that I suggest you might want to do if you're looking for an expert wood finisher. The first thing is you'd want to go to Google, Yahoo, one of the big search engines, and look up wood finishing, kitchen refinishing, kitchen cabinet refinishing, whatever it is you're looking for, wood finisher. And when they pop up on the screen, when you find somebody that looks fairly decent, what you want to do, the very first thing you want to do is call them up on the phone, say, do you have some pictures of some of the work that you've done? Have them send you via email, a JPEG or whatever, and take a look at some of the work. See if you like it, see if it looks splotchy, see if it looks beautiful, if it pops out. The second thing that you'll want to do is you'll want to ask for references. And you want to ask for old references, maybe something a year or 2 years old, and new references, things that people done today. Because people can tell you, the references will tell you if they were sloppy, if they oversprayed their house, if they were clean and professional, easy to work with, and if their work is holding up, which is the main thing. Did the work hold up? Is my tabletop showing signs of wear after a year? So on and so forth. The third thing that I think you should do that very few people do, and I think it's an incredible thing to do, is ask the wood finisher to come out and give you a free estimate and get to meet the person. See if the person has good hygiene, they don't look like they've been out all night drinking, and that they would have a personality that you could work with. I know a lot of times, a lot of people have different types of personalities. Some are get it done. Others are let's take our time here and work slow and efficient. And you'd also want to make sure that the person wasn't somebody that was, say, 18 years old and said he had 20 years experience. All these things you can do if you meet somebody face to face. So anyway, those are my tips today, and I hope they help you. And I hope your next finishing project is a success and everything goes well. And I think if you follow that outline, you'll be able to find just who you're looking for and be very happy with your next wood finishing project. Thanks a lot.